Yes, welcome to our fifth session of this mathematics workshop. And before lunch, I have started with linear transformations, and in those transformations we covered rotation, we covered scaling, we covered shearing, and we covered these reflections. But we struck with a problem with shifting of origin, and then we struck another transformation, that translation. So, in this session we will explore how we can do all these things, means shifting of origin and then translation through matrix multiplication. So, in that session I also introduce homogeneous coordinate system, and I will repeat that from there, and I will try to explain what is this homogeneous coordinate system means. So, if you think of any object, when we see in from our eyes, the object goes far away from us, and it always appears to be smaller and smaller, and that is the reason we see even the sun and star, those are very large objects, but it appears to us as a point. So, the reasoning is that we can say this sun or stars or the objects away from us, they are existing in some plane. So, this plane is not at my plane. If I see anything at my plane or at my place, then it appears at a normal size, but it when it goes away from it, it goes on a small size is contracting as it becomes smaller and smaller. So, how we can handle this situation mathematically, that is the challenge. And one of the greatest mathematician, Mobius, he has given us a solution, and his solution was introduction of homogeneous coordinate. And homogeneous coordinate, as I told, that if I stand in my place, every object will be appearing in same size what they at their measurement, but away it will reduce. So, for explaining this, he has introduced plane wise seeing the object. So, what is that? Let us just try to imagine. Suppose I am standing here, and this is far away distance, this is behind me, this side, and this is in front of me. And when I see any object here in this plane same object will be same size in this plane, but when I see from here, this object there will appear smaller here. So, suppose here this is the point representing 2 and 3, this x is 2 and y is 3, and same point is 2 and 3 here. In this plane it is 2 and 3, but when I see that point 2 and 3 here, it may be somewhere smaller, this that 2 star and 3 star, because I am putting star because these points do not exist here. I am seeing some points which is existing in far away a plane, and in my plane it will appear smaller. So, this is depicting this. So, in similar reasoning, any object here behind me, that will appear larger. So, something is there, suppose -1 and -3, when it will appear here, it will be larger. So, this was the concept, and behind me means you can imagine it is a 0, means this is the last of the object, there is no other things, and I am standing a plane which is 1 and all others plane h. H is a variable which can take any values depending on distance, where is that. So, this is I have shown in one plane, and 3 dimension it will be look like this. This will be this will look like this. This center one is my plane, and this is the 0 plane, and this is a H plane, it can move anywhere. So, I am standing this plane coordinate, we can say this H I told H is 1 and here H is 0. So, indirectly here all this point 0 0 0, here 0 0 1 and here 0 0 H. This is the three distinction about the coordinates. So, coming back to that, here it is 0 0 0, here this point will be 0 0 1 and any other plane, I do not know which is one is this is 0 0 and H, this is the coordinate.
So, this is your H axis.
This is
the third dimension axis.
This is H axis, not Z axis.
Yeah, this is H axis.
This is a H axis. This is a plane, XY plane, and this is H axis. So, there actually what confusion we have, we are habituated to see in Z axis, X, Y and Z. So, we confuse first when it is being introduced, it appears every time that it is a Z axis, but it is not Z axis, it is an H axis which is parallel to our plane, that is all. A plane at a distance H which is parallel to my plane, that and the x y point in my plane will be same there x y point, but the third element will be H amount, means H is this distance. So, how this will make mathematics simple? Now, I am trying to do it in isometric system. In isometric, this is a my plane, this is, that means it is 0 0 1 plane and this is a 0 0 H plane, okay. And there is another far behind, there will be 0 0 0, yes. This is 3 planes and all are this is the H axis. So, dimensionally if it is a representing 2 and 2, here also same dimension, it is 2 and 2 and here also it is 2 and 2, is not it, because same plane in same axis, everything is same, but here third element will be 0 0 1, 2 2 1, 2 2 H and this is 2 2 0. Clear everybody? Actually, there is this is the means if you can understand this, then rest is similar.
So, essentially in the previous case where the object was becoming smaller, as we moved along, the rays were converging and that is why the object was becoming smaller. Over here we have ensured that the rays are parallel.
Rays never converge, actually that appears as
it appears to converge.
So, physically it is same,
right.
Physically that rail line track never converges, track
it appears to converge.
It appears to converge. So, if we measure there at that plane, it will be at same distance, here also you will get same distance. So, this is telling that, but that plane if you see from here, it will appear. So, this is the thing. Now, instead of 2 elements, now our point has 3 elements. 3 coordinates. 3 coordinate, again Z coordinate is not there. So, I should H coordinate, homogeneous coordinate. So, 0 0 and H, this is our coordinate system. Up to this, okay? Now, what advantage we can get from this? This is the question. Question is, earlier my system was that 0 0 and we applied many transformation and we could not shift this 0 0. Now, what is there? My 0 0 is now 0 0 1. So, I can shift it, is not it?
In the origin.
It is not at origin now, somewhere. So, we can shift it, but how we can shift? Because our matrix is 2 by 2. Can we multiply this with 2 by 2? No. So, we require again 3 by 3 matrix, because 1 into 3 and 3 into 3, it will produce 1 into 3. So, our requirement is that this is a logical requirement. Our matrix should be 3 by 3, clear? And what will be the output? One or H, whatever, I do not know what will come. So, now I will draw same triangle again, and if you have saved that you make a triangle like that with these coordinates. And then apply any 3 by 3 matrix and generate a triangle. This triangle will be again these points will be 4, all these things complete. When you complete, just raise hand. You are too fast. Okay. And you just change that elements, this you play with that element by changing and see whether this point is shifting or not. Is it shifting this 0 0 0 point, or it is standing there itself?
We will have to select a different surface, right? Now, so when we are selecting the plot, we have to select a different type other than scatter plot, right?
X and Y only you have to select.
The H is not important.
H is not important. This is another plane, no? But H values are changing. Hmm? Origin not changing, yes.
What are the values you should take for a 3 by 3? Any
Any
values.
you can take.